Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome to the show. This is episode 7 of the Eric and Brad show. I'm Eric.
And I'm Brad.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Fantastic. You guys can find us on Spotify, Apple Music. I think anywhere you want to find podcasts. Eric and Brad show at gmail.com. YouTube channel, blah, 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 blah. So here we
Heck
are.
yeah.
Another week in 2020.
Oh my god, dude. I'm sick of society.
Yeah. It's getting fucking strange, man.
I feel like it's ran its course. Like, we've squeezed all we can get out of it. Here's my idea, okay? I think we
Okay.
should get a group of like 50 adults together that we hand
Uh-huh.
select. And, well, that we hand select. If some of them already have children, that's perfectly fine. I'm just talking the number 50 as an adult. And we go somewhere and we create a small, tiny little town off the grid.
Okay.
Sort of like the movie The Village. Basically, exactly kind of
Okay.
like the movie The Village, except
Okay.
without all the weirdness.
Things in
And
the
I'm
woods.
saying, just in the woods, sort of off the grid. Although we still have power and water, of course. um, and we just live out there and just get and just away from society. And I don't want like 10 people because that just gets fucking really weird. I'm talking about like 50 people. If they already currently have children, that's perfectly fine. I'm just picturing a small little town of houses that we can build and like a community center in the middle of like two dirt roads, like two streets. You either live on First Street or you live on Second Street. That's it. And what we'll do is we'll take some of our friends, but then after we cap out at like 20 friends, we need to start getting some people that have specialty skills, right? Like you are definitely coming because you can help build shit. You
Boom.
know,
Boom.
we need some other people that can do like other things. I haven't expanded on this idea too
Dude,
much, but
well, I mean, you have so many things throughout history that have already taken this idea, We've already touched on the Raj niches, I mean,
right.
you're not the first person with this idea, and usually it turns real weird.
Well, we want to try to avoid it turning real. Like, if people want to leave, they can leave. It's not like the village. Like, you can leave.
Yeah. Yeah, cuz so then, different. Did you ever watch The Beach? You remember that
No.
movie?
Mm-mm.
Oh, long old Brad Pitt movie. Kind of what's going on. There was like an island of people. Dude, I might get a bunch of this wrong. It's been 15 years since I've watched this. But like half the island is people growing a bunch of dope. And then the other half of the island is like these people that have like ran away from society. And it's like this island outside Japan or something like that that's like off limits. And no, everyone just leaves this island alone. And
What
so,
the hell?
as long as the people on the one side of the island don't venture over into the drug dealers' side of the island,
Right.
everything's like cool and fucking yeah. They just live in this like peaceful fucking. Oh, you should check it out, the beach. But I believe they're not allowed to
I
leave,
know.
so a
See,
little bit
that's
different than what you're saying. But it's not
yeah,
religious at all. It's just like they don't pay taxes. They just live off the land. Blah 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 blah. Blah. They bang on the
yeah,
beach and shit.
we're not paying taxes. What we're doing is we're gonna grow our own food, and we're gonna provide our own entertainment, and we're just gonna live out of fucking society because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of advertising. I'm sick of politics. I'm sick of everybody
Yeah,
having an agenda. Everything's agenda based. Social media used to be fun, and now it's just sucks.
dude. I know.
That's what we're doing.
I can't. I like, dude. I'm so addicted to like Facebook and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I am ready to for like 6 months. Just like I need to cancel this shit. I need to
Right.
cancel this shit. I still haven't. So I'm failing at this whole thing. But dude, it's depressing. It's like well, and they've been saying this forever. All these algorithms. Especially Facebook is set up to get people to argue because that's what gets traction is just getting people to argue. So all the
Yeah.
posts that are provocative get
Yeah.
pushed right to the front. You know what I mean? That's all you're seeing in your feed is provocative shit. Someone posts some
So
shit of a
stupid.
puppy, fucking that shit gets thrown in the back. But the person that says
Right.
some shit about Trump gets thrown right up front.
Right. Or you're promoting your personal podcast. It just gets thrown to the back. It was
Yep,
like
yep.
it was like spring, I'm gonna say like winter or spring of 2019 where that Gillette commercial came out. And um I got in a whole day long crazy heated debate on Facebook after I posted about it. And it was like
Can you
it was a Facebook argument like for the record books that I was involved in, and every time I would finish posting my retort to the girl commenting on my stuff and put my phone down, like I would continue to be at work and I would continue to just be thinking about my next points, like more of my arguments to combat the debate that in the debate that I was in, and it was like this is just not healthy. This is not real life. Like what the hell am I doing?
can you refresh my memory about the Gillette thing? Because I've forgotten. What was that all
Yeah,
about?
it was Gillette, like the shaving company,
Uh huh.
posting about it was like their Me Too thing. It was like man, like boys, we can be better. Like boys
It
will
was a
be boys.
commercial though, wasn't it? That
Yeah,
they. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, 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 yep. That's right. I'd forgotten what that was.
it was quite polarizing. I found, but I just got into it that day, and it was like you put your phone down and you fucking turn it off, and it's like, and then I would go about my day and just still be thinking about my arguments that I had against the person I was talking to, and it's like this is just fucked up. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's so.
Facebook just turned Facebook is basically like a high school reunion that just follows you around, and it's like in the Western world, I feel like in like Europe and Asia, they like to or in Latin America, like your grandparents live with you. Like you don't leave your house. You just kind of stay in your house and stuff like that. But in like the Western world here, isn't our thing like you're supposed to leave and move and start your own family?
And to
So
essentially get rid of all your childish connections and everything.
yeah, essentially, but it's like Facebook is just you like take your small town with you in your pocket. And I just don't think it's healthy.
It's not healthy. Well, I mean,
No.
yeah, fuck, dude, I'm so addicted to it. It's just that dopamine
Mhm.
fucking grab.
I know.
Fucking, I can't get enough of it. What's funny is to see like people like my mom, man. She cannot, and obviously she's not getting like a bunch of likes or anything. So I don't even understand what she's doing. Like, why are you just constantly posting shit on Facebook? Like,
Right.
all day. My mom fucking 8 posts a day about, s- super provocative shit. She is hard on the right, hard on the right. Like, she posts so much shit. I just like, oh, I'm glad you only have 40 friends on your fucking friends list because this is ridiculous what you're posting.
God. Yeah, it's craziness. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get 50 people together, and we're gonna go
Sorry, mom,
start a small.
if you're watching this. I didn't mean to
We're
talk
gonna go
shit.
start a small little village, and we'll have like a council of elders too. I'm gonna be on it. You can be on it.
Okay,
Other
so
people can be
why
on it.
are you okay? Are you saying that you have a skill to bring to the table, or you're just you're just part of it because it's your idea?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're not bringing anything to the table. You brought the idea to the table, so you're
Yes.
grandfathered in.
Yes. Exactly. Look, I can help. I'm easily trainable. Just let me follow someone around if we need an extra body, and I can help.
Do you think, a lot I've been thinking a lot about, how crazy this shit could go. It seems like the world's just going to burn down here pretty soon.
Right.
Um, do you think you're like capable and ready for, the end of times?
No.
If the power shuts off and everything, are you gonna be the first to die?
No, I'm not gonna be the first to die, but I'm just gonna like dig in, like bunker in.
Bunker in.
I mean, either that or just take off. But I don't know, dude. It's if the power were to go away, I mean, it's like we're all done. I don't know, unless
It'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah, unless we were already out in our village of our fucking 50 adults hanging out,
We
we'd be
we
probably fine. But
we better fucking get on it.
I know.
We need to
I'll
go.
draw up some plans, some
We
blueprints.
need to go buy. I mean, the main thing is we need to go buy some property. We need,
Right.
and I bet if you just find some bullshit, I bet you could find some. Well, fuck me and my brother. My brother called me a while ago and was, kind of trying to formulate a little co-fucking partnership to go buy some property in Idaho, and he found some shit south of Coeur d'Alene, out in the middle of fucking nowhere that was cheap as fuck. Like 10 grand, 25 grand or something like that for a plot of property. So I would think if you could get 100 grand together,
Yeah.
you could probably get a decent chunk out in the middle of nowhere and just get the fuck out.
Yeah. And fuck. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, hopefully somewhere. I mean, where winters aren't too harsh, but
Yeah, and see, that's
I
the
don't
next
know.
thing you got to look about. Idaho is like, it's still pretty harsh. North Dakota, fuck that. I ain't living in no off the grid fucking.
No,
That would
no,
be
you
god
can't.
awful. But even Idaho would be. I mean, if you were prepared, if you had, especially if you had some good people that weren't fucking retards, and you were prepared, I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. If you could make lodging, have fireplaces set up, are constantly on wood detail, like never letting that fucking fail you. It
Right.
wouldn't be that bad. It wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, we might. We're gonna need a doctor. We're gonna need. We're.
And the
It's probably
snow would
gonna be
make
a.
you feel safer, I would think. If the world was ending and you're fucking way out in the middle of nowhere and you're snowed in, you know what I mean? Like you're not clearing a road to your house. If
Yeah.
fucking people are trying to get to you, they'd be fucked. You know what I mean? If there's 2 feet of snow on the road, iced over and shit, like no one's getting there unless they're on
Right.
snowmobiles or horseshoeing it or snowshoeing in.
Jesus.
So
We're gonna
maybe
need
the snow would a doctor
we're gonna need a doctor. I think it'd be a good idea to have a lawyer in case anything comes up. Um.
just to keep you on the legality side, make sure that you know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh,
Hmm.
if people want to build a church, go for it. I'm fine with it. You know, need
Yeah,
something to do.
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Farmers,
Well,
fishers, hunters, people who know how to hunt. You need a couple of them.
see, I still don't hear. I hear what you're saying, but I don't think you brought anything to the table yet. Still, other than the idea.
Maybe if we want to have like one radio station in town, I can just host that all day and all night.
Mm.
Play music from 50 years ago.
Fuck yeah, I'm into it. Start a bluegrass band. Fucking rock and
Yeah,
roll.
hell yeah. Yeah, I'll run the entertainment for the town. I'll be the entertainment director. Arts and entertainment.
I do want to say, just throw this out here. If you are listening to this and I sound crazy or not mentally capable, it is because I am fucking done. Like this whole week has just been god awful bullshit, and I'm finally done with it. But I'm on 2 hours of sleep, and
You're
I'm
still
just
working nights?
we're done. We're finally done. Thursday night, Friday morning was the last day, but then I got off work. So this is for people who are listening. We're doing this Saturday morning. I got off work Friday morning, got home at like 5:30, didn't sleep until about noon or like 11, then woke up at like 6:37 and tried to go back to bed, but you're not going back to bed. I tried it at 2 in the morning, got 2 hours of sleep, and then woke up and just fucking been sitting in my house for hours. And now I'm starting to
Jesus.
get tired. So now it's getting weird because now I'm trying to switch back to days, which is fucked. Now I'm like on the night schedule, and now I finally, like, right when my body gets acclimated to it, switching back to days.
So next
Which
week you'll be on days.
which brings me to a crazy story of what's going on here. I don't know how far I want to dive deep into this because it's
Okay.
kind of personal, but I mean it's a long one. So I'm
Jesus.
supposed to. So last week, the real fucked one, which is I think why I'm so fucked up, is on Wednesday. I got off work on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, got home at 6:30 in the morning. Then I had to at noon, or no, at 10. It was either 10:30 or 12:30. I'm so fucked up I can't remember. But so just a few hours after I got home, I had to leave, drive to the fucking airport, and try to go through a badge. Our next job site's at the airport, like on the fairway. We're
Oh my
fucking doing
god.
pumps on the fairway, so I had to go get badged. Like I had to go get
Fairway is
security.
golf. Fairway is golf.
Or whatever with the fucking the whatever
Yeah.
you call taxiway or whatever the fuck it is.
Tarmac, maybe?
Tarmac. There you go, on the tarmac.
Okay.
That's there we go. So I had to go sit through a security like course and take a test, and then they fingerprint you and send it off to the FBI and shit to do a background check. Because where will we work, like to go work out there, you have to. That's the highest security clearance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just learned all this stuff about how the airport works. There's like 4 levels of security. The pass we have to get allows you into any part of the airport. So like once I get the pass, I mean it's illegal to go into a part of the air, or it's you'll lose your pass if you go somewhere you're not supposed to be. But with the
Right.
card, I'd be able to go anywhere in the airport. I could go through anything, type in a code, swipe my card, and any door would open.
Nice.
So anyway, that was kind of cool, kind of cool, but super fucked up because then I had to go through this hour and a half program, no sleep. I came home, got 2 hours of sleep, woke up, went to go take this test, was fucking exhausted. Then got done with the test, came back home, got a few hours of sleep, and then had to go back to work, and then work all night again. I was pissed. It was so miserable. And so, anyways, that sucked, but that's not really where I'm going with this. Where I'm going is when I got done with the badging process, they, do the fingerprints. They give me a little paper. They're like, get on this website and check, and you'll see when you're cleared, and then you can come back to the airport and pick up your badge. And I was like, okay, well, I got an email yesterday morning from the Port of Portland, from the security people there, the head of TSA or whatever. And yeah, dude, it's first I scared the shit out of me when I read it because I was like, I woke up, it was the first thing I did. I fucking just grabbed my phone and like, oh, I got an email, and fucking who the fuck is this lady? Clicked it and then read the email out. And it's like, the email's like, yeah, you've been flagged by the FBI for a burglary 1 felony charge. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like, yeah, and then the way I'm reading, and then it's telling me, it's like, you can't now, because at the airport, what you can do, like if you're working there, is you can be like a guest. I can't remember what they call it, but someone with a badge can like guide you through someplace, but they can't let you out of your sight. You know what I mean? They can like walk you around. But this email said like, you're not even allowed to do that anymore. Like you're not allowed in any security place in the airport. Like you can't do it because of this pending burglary 1 felony charge. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I knew what it was about. It's something I dealt with a long time ago, but it's not a burglary and it's not a felony. It's a misdemeanor vandalism charge.
Oh.
But now, yeah, it's a night. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do this. I'm kind of bummed. Like I was pretty excited to do this, but I've hinted a few times the questionable things I've done in my past. But like 5 years ago, yeah, did some weird shit. But when I called, they're having me call the courthouse and get all the paperwork for it. None of the fucking dates match up to the, like, yeah. So I called the courthouse. I talked to a lady. She's like, well, the case number you sent me and the date number aren't matching what ours are matching. So we can give you the paperwork, but what this burglary felony charge that the FBI is showing doesn't match the date and the case number for what this is. So now I'm like, well, fuck, I bet you I'm going to give the paperwork to them, and they're going to be like, well, what is this burglary charge? Because this doesn't even match this. I think I'm fucked. We'll see. I mean, I'm going to write a letter to the lady, but I'm kind of bummed out. I think I'm going to end up missing out on this, which I don't know what that'll do for work, but I don't know. I thought it was interesting. I guess there's no rebuttal to anything I just said. It was just
Yeah.
interesting to go through the process of the security clearance and fucking and then FBI shit. Then I also had sent my girlfriend because like right when I figured this out, I had to go to work. So then I send my girlfriend to fucking on a path like, hey, will you look into this? Will you look into this to see what you can find about getting records from Bonner County? And she got on this page and she took a picture of it and fucking it ended up not being what it was, but it was crazy when I saw it. Because then she gets on and she's like looking up background shit for me. And, there's like, have you ever, there's all the websites where you can do like a background check and pay for it. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever done that for
I
someone,
never paid for
but
it.
she fucking got on that, just the free one. And Jesus Christ, I'm not under the radar any fucking more, man. Like, so much of my information was out there. I was like, holy fuck. Like, it
Yeah.
listed fucking crazy family members, like distant family members,
Yeah.
stepbrothers, fucking my phone number, my, known locations where I could be, which is like any location where I could be, which is blowing my mind. Like, fucking Claremont, Florida, fucking Orlando, Florida, where my parents are, anywhere where mail's gone or anything like that. It's just bananas. But anyway, she gets on this one page and it's like, God damn it! I'll fucking read it. It's like an FBI warning thing, like background check for me, and it says government list notice. The federal government maintains a list of names of people who may be associated with or known suspects themselves, or are under reasonable suspicion of involvement in extremist groups or terrorist activities. I'm just like, what the fuck is
the
going
fuck?
on right now? Yeah. It ended up like once I kind of dug through where she was on the website, I was like, oh, I think that's like a generic page when you go looking for someone, like looking for a background check to ploy you into spending the money to get the full background check. You know what I mean? I
Right.
realized that
Okay.
wasn't specific to me, but I did. Then
Oh,
I was,
right.
dude, I was having it that whole day. I was like, what is happening to me? Like right now, like I'm gonna die. Like the cops are coming right now.
You're like looking in your rearview mirror, like I think that guy's following me.
Yeah, exactly. But
God.
then what's weird about all this shit coming up is like how I don't have any issues buying guns. And I know like when you buy a gun, that's just state police, doing a background check on you, not the FBI. But I mean, I think it's weird that like the email I got shows what's on my record and it just straight up says felony burglary. And I'm just like, dude, that's not on my record. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, so even if
But
even if it's just a misdemeanor, you still can't work at the airport?
no, I think what's going on, I mean, I don't know. This is all me assuming. But from what I read, the email I got, which was the Port of Portland emailed me what they received from the FBI. And the FBI, like their whole thing, I think when you get charged with any felony, like any serious felony, it gets like
Oh.
sent to Interpol and the FBI and shit. But then the rest of your case doesn't
Yeah.
like get sent to them. You get what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
you're just like flagged, even though So if like you get charged with murder and then it's all just you prove your innocence. I think
Right.
that murder charge is always gonna linger like through with Interpol or the FBI. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you
Yeah.
auto been flagged. I think that's what's going on because obviously they don't have that good of details. Hence, they have the fucking date wrong and the
Right.
case number wrong. I don't know. That's just me assuming how the
That's
FBI works.
craziness. Jesus Christ. What a
Yeah.
disaster.
I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Fucking, if I can't go there, they'll send me somewhere else to work.
Right. Dear God. Okay, so can I get into some emails?
Let's do it.
Okay, so Sawyer emailed. Skydiving is one of the best adrenaline rush fun you'll ever have. I've done it. 'Cause we were
Fuck yeah,
talking
there,
about
bud.
that.
Yeah,
I'm
I had
not
said that
buying-
I was, I
Scared
think
to do it?
now working on the bridge that I was too fucking scared to skydive. Man, I don't know. I want to real bad.
Um, I'm not by any means a basketball person, but in my younger days as a kid, I had some Chicago Bulls memorabilia, so MJ all day. Boom. Listening to Eric and his heart attack story, I fully believe Eric caused that guy to have a heart attack. I agree.
Goddamn right, brother.
And more Murray, so much crazy shit. I'm just gonna have to say it was aliens. Yeah, and John was an awesome guest. So hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, he was an awesome guest. Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Sawyer. Fucking yeah, dude. I think the alien thing makes the most fucking sense. You know what I mean? They just came, snagged her up off the road.
Yeah. Yeah, she just took a wrong step and just popped into a parallel universe. Okay, so now Chris emailed too, and he emailed a fucking really long email. You know, so just some of it. He's a fan of the Reddit question. He commented on the internet porn topic that we covered, the dreams topic that we covered, story time. He's thoroughly enjoyed the stories. I found it hilarious about your mom having that leather horse and whip and bed mirror and chains and shit in their room and how that looked to your friends. Okay, so comments on the MJ versus LeBron, uneducated conversation that we had. Okay, so I'm going to read what he wrote. It's kind of long, but I'm just going to read it. Okay, first of all, I haven't seen Last Dance. This is my opinion on this. Jordan will definitely go down as the GOAT. He is 6-0 in the finals, and LeBron is 3-9. That's basically the argument in a nutshell from most people's perspectives. That is the final measure of success for most, which in their defense is not necessarily wrong. But I feel there are a number of things to consider when debating this. Jordan was not only extremely successful on the court, but propelled the NBA to be globally popular at a time when it was rapidly declining in popularity. Jordan was a pure scorer. He could dunk with the best of them, make crazy layups in traffic, and obviously was an insane shooter from the perimeter. Out of the 983 opponents he faced throughout his time on the Bulls, he outscored 982 of them. The only player who outscored him is Allen Iverson. This is good. Chris did his research. Dude was dominant offensively, and not only that, during the 87-88 season, he won the scoring title, won the league MVP, and was also named Defensive Player of the Year. He also won the most scoring titles with 10, including 7 straight from 86-87 season to 92-93 season. He played against the likes of Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and many other Hall of Famers, including Kobe. It's almost impossible to try and debate who played against better players in their day because, for one, there's no fair way to make that judgment based on facts, and secondly, because the league was played much different back then. Like Brad said, it was a much more physical game back then, and the approach to offensive possessions was based more around working the ball down to your big man. When Shaq entered the league, referees had to start officiating differently because they had never seen such a force of nature dominant like he did. So that was the first big change in pace in relation to defending and officiating. Then during the last decade, the game evolved into a three-point shooting contest, all thanks to Steph Curry. Now teams don't value a big man near as much and now make sure there are 5 guys on the court that can all hit a 3-ball when needed to. Did Jordan have better teams? Well, not necessarily, but in comparison to a few of LeBron's finals runs, yes, Jordan had better teams on average for a couple of those years, because LeBron has carried extremely shitty teams to the finals on more than one occasion. I would argue that Jordan did have the best coach in all of sports by his side. That's debatable with Belichick, but that's a conversation for another day. Boom.
Boom. Fuck yeah. I mean, obviously. And we had said, or Brad at least had said to me, I don't know if it was on mic or off mic, that you were definitely a huge NBA fan. So, thanks for your input, because I don't know what I'm fucking talking about at all. And I think you understood that, obviously. And I hope the rest of anybody listening to this knows that I don't know shit about basketball. That is me just throwing my opinions out willy-nilly.
Well, I don't know shit either. And he is the biggest LeBron fan that I've ever met. And so that came from a giant LeBron fan, right?
Yeah, he had more written right there. We just are summing that up. He wrote a very long email. I read all of it a few days ago when we had received it. It was very good. Thank you for the email. We appreciate all of it. Would have liked to have read all of it, but it was very long, and we're gonna,
Very long.
keep spitting through topics. But
Well, okay, he said he hasn't seen The Last Dance. So guess who has seen The Last Dance?
oh, you watched it?
I have seen The Last Dance.
It's an episode deal or just a movie?
It's 10-hour-long episodes.
You watched all of it?
I watched all of it.
Okay, rock and roll.
And I wish there was 100 of them because that was the greatest sports documentary ever made in the history of the human race.
Is it on Netflix?
No. But it's at the beginning of every episode it said produced by Netflix. It said Netflix original. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be on Netflix at some point.
There's some kind of contract written. Is it on? What is it on? What do you watch it on?
I don't know. The internet dark web.
Oh, you cheated your way to it. Okay.
Yeah. It was so fucking good, dude. It shouldn't be watched by every basketball fan. It shouldn't be watched by every sports fan. It should be watched by every American living. It was amazing. It changed my whole view on sports, on competition, on teamwork, on patience, on facing challenges, on leadership. It was really good.
Huh. Well, I'll watch it, man.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah. People need to watch it. Every episode, like, I cried and laughed and was like yelling, like, shoot the ball, like, at sports clips from 20 years ago. It was
Aren't
really
a bunch of
fucking great.
people kind of coming out and hating on it, like pro basketball players? Like, man, I never fucking said that, you piece of shit. Like, isn't that a big thing going on? I've been hearing that multiple people are coming forward. Like, that never happened. That story's bullshit. Like, he's just making that shit up. I've heard that from a few. Yeah.
I mean, there was the interviews with
Not to hate on him at all,
right.
but from what I've heard other people talking about it, they're saying like Michael Jordan kind of not only does it a lot, but also embraces it. Doesn't even say that he doesn't do it. He'll just make shit up. Like a lot of like some of the stories not like in the movie, but stories from back in the day about people. You know what I mean? He'd be like, "Oh, that motherfucker said this. Now I'm gonna go outscore him or whatever." And the guy's like, "I never fucking said that. Like, what are you talking about?" And he's just like like causing drama, like unnecessary drama.
I mean, there's a story that he told back in the day, I think, that where this guy at the end of one game was like, "Nice game, Mike," or something like that. And he's like, since that motherfucker said that, next game I'm going to go outscore him. But then in this documentary, he's like, no, I made that up. I just used it to fuel myself.
Yeah.
So he says he made stuff like that up. But
yeah.
they interview all like the legendary basketball players that are still alive. They're all interviewed about stuff. It's not someone saying, oh, that person did this. It's them telling the story. It's 10 hours of a documentary, basically.
Fuck yeah, I'll watch it, man. Fucking Fuck yeah. Next on there's two things I watched that I wanted to get into. One real quick, I think we can blaze through this one real quick. Have you seen Uncut Gems yet?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. You've watched it? The Adam Sandler movie? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you hate that movie?
1.
A 1? You liked the movie? I fucking wanted to murder a baby fucking halfway through that movie. Dude, way too, like, it was a good movie. When I get, it was a good movie. I'll give it that. But, dude, fuck you for making a movie that 99.999% of the movie is just building anxiety. And the one fucking release of anxiety, they fucking stop it in its tracks instantaneously. I just want to shake the TV. It was too much, dude. I am too anxiety prone to watch that movie. Like, it just fucked me up. I was getting mad the whole time. Just, fuck! Are you kidding me? Just, why? Why does it just, like, fucking hits come every 5 seconds, dude?
That's the life of a
I know,
game.
I get it. I get what they did. I get why they chose to, write a story that way. It was just, my little heart couldn't handle it. My little heart couldn't handle the fucking intensity of that movie.
Dude, my little heart couldn't handle it. But for me, it was more like the whole thing was like, a cathartic, therapeutic like release, just because I was like living vicariously through his gambling addiction, and I'm just like, yes, like take the bet, take the points, come on.
So, are
Like,
you? Do you suffer from gambling addiction at all? Are you into that or not at all? I
no,
know you've
I
gambled on shit, but do you have like issues with it?
um, I don't know, I don't know how you would define the issues. Like, I can pay the rent.
Yeah. So not anymore, but when I was like 18, 19, dude, I had a real fucking gambling problem. When Quest Casino in Spokane, it used to be 18 and over up
Yeah,
until it was bullshit. It was on my birthday, like on June 1st of 2007, 8, 9, it switched over to 21 and over, or 2008. And so I had been able to go there 2 years, and then they switched it, and I had to wait a year to go back. But dude, there was months, 6 month period where I used to get paid on Fridays, cash, fucking just under the table on a Friday. I would fucking that money would be gone in 4 hours. Like
yeah,
I did it over and over again. I would go straight to the casino. I was like, dude, I'm only gonna spend $100, and then I lose the 100, put another 100 down, lose the 100, put another 100 down, and then get down to like $20 and be like, fuck, and then go home so mad. I used to have such an issue with it. That's why I don't gamble anymore. I once in a blue, if I go to Vegas, I'll fucking throw out $200-300. But other than that, I can't fucking gamble. So watching that movie, with not only did the way they wrote it fuck with me, but then like I could really put myself in the situation of the movie. Like I get it, and like I was getting excited with the bets. Like fucking man, I wish I fucking placed a $40,000 bet on a basketball game. Like that would be fucking awesome. Oh, dude,
right.
and like I got his excitement. Like I've been there. I've put
Yeah,
bets down on a roulette table that are crazy bets. I put a
yeah.
$100 bet down on a second and 12 bet. I don't know if you know how roulette works, but that is a pretty crazy fucking bet. $100 on you can do first 12, second 12, or third 12. It's a 1 in 3 chance of hitting, so you'll triple your money. $100 you'll turn it into $300, but it's 2/3 chance of losing. People do not play roulette that way. Most people do not. Even the
Right.
like crazy Asian people there, just sitting there hacking it out. Fucking in
They
the
won't.
feeling, yeah, I know it's not $40,000, but I mean, even $100,
Yeah,
putting $100 down, especially when you're 18, 19, and fucking,
yeah. Oh,
it's
I've
just
done it, dude.
boom, hit
Yeah,
loss, like fucking, either you are ecstatic, just woo, fucking yes, or you're just fuck, fuck, fuck.
oh, dude, I know the feeling all too well of walking out of the building just empty, just feeling so fucking empty. But when you turn to online stuff for sports, it's a whole other monster. It's fucking ridiculous.
I see.
That movie was
Luckily,
great.
I don't know anything about sports, so I think that's what's kept me away from sports betting. Is I wouldn't even. It's dumb for me to even get into that because I don't even know what I'm fucking talking about. So I would never
Well,
sports bet.
yeah, the problem is when you do know about sports or you think you know and you're like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this is basically a 50-50 shot. The Eagles are playing the Bears. It's a 50-50. If I know who's going to win, it's easy money. Like it's just you just take who you think's going to win. It's easy money. So you have this crazy matchup. Tom Brady's playing this dog shit team. You're like, this is easy money, and you just stay in that even when you keep getting fucked because I don't know. It's just fucking ridiculous. Like the guy didn't catch the ball. Like catch the fucking ball, dude. Now I just lost $100.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's
So
a
you
whole other
you can
monster.
relate a little bit. You're not against the gambling thing.
No, and I haven't like blown my whole paycheck, but I've definitely there's been some times where things have spiraled a little bit, you know.
So if you haven't seen Uncut Gems, I mean, watch it, but know that you're gonna be irritated. But it is a good movie. The ending's
Dude, if
nutty.
it made you feel something, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's like a horror movie. I don't want to fucking watch a horror movie, even though like
Right.
other than Silence of the Lambs, which is the best movie ever created. Other than that movie, but that's not like a horror movie. You know what I mean? They did it right. They made a drama. It's not a
Yeah.
fucking scary movie. Like,
Yeah.
but any scary movie, fucking why? Like,
Yeah.
I don't need to like test to see what scares me or not.
Yeah.
This isn't enjoyable. I fucking don't.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want to do that. Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
That's not enjoyable. I don't want to sit there and get fucking fuck this.
Yeah, I can relate. You just don't like being toyed with.
Yeah, yeah. I got a tiny little heart, and it doesn't like to be toyed with.
It's like I know what they're doing with this scary movie. Like she's walking down the hallway,
Yeah.
and it's like this like music, like this fucking weird music. Or then she like opens the medicine cabinet that's a mirror, and it's like looking in there, and you're like, oh my god, here it comes.
Yeah, when she closes the mirror.
Like,
yeah.
Boom. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate that, but I love Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler is amazing.
Yeah, he knocked it out of the park. His teeth too in that movie, like they'll fuck with you. Very good. It was good, and there were so many good aspects. I won't give away the movie, but when they go to the bar mitzvah, you know what I'm talking about, and you start realizing everything, you're like, oh, I don't want to give it away. You're not catching what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
Oh, they go to the bar mitzvah and a bunch of puzzle pieces come together at that bar mitzvah, and you're like, oh, that guy and that guy. Oh, okay. Blah blah blah.
Oh
blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah. Like
well done. Well done writing.
Yeah.
Well done. Great job. It's just very stressful fucking movie. So there's that, and then man, did I watch a doozy of a doozy. I don't know if you have Hulu, but you better fucking buy Hulu if you don't, just to watch this documentary. I mean, if you want to know the truth, brother, fucking you better get on this documentary. Fucking, it's called.
Too much shit to watch.
No, dude, this is important. Stop the podcast now. Get on Hulu and fucking watch Above Majestic. Above Majestic. Oh, dude, you want it, dude? You don't even know, bro. So, fucking. This all starts, pre-World War II. Well, it jumps back at some points of the documentary, jumps back into, the Egyptian times, Romans taking over Egypt, gets into that a little bit, but a lot of it has to do with pre-World War II and how the Nazis had went down to Antarctica and they started building secret spaceships. They were guided by the lizard people. And
God damn it. What the fuck are you talking about? Go watch The Last Dance.
Dude, no. You gotta watch this documentary. They have linked, these brilliant bastards have linked every conspiracy theory ever into one mega conspiracy theory. I mean, honestly, hats off to them they cover the JFK assassination. They cover everything to do with Nazis, the pyramids, the Mayans, the fucking moon landing, all of it just blanketed into this massive, essentially what happened is the lizard people were talking to the Nazis. They talked them into going down to Antarctica, building these spaceships, and then dude, they get into Jeffrey Epstein. They get into fucking everything. Every fucking conspiracy theory you've heard of. The only one they don't touch on is Flat Earth. That is the only one but they go down the QAnon, whatever the fuck that is. They talk about that. Dude, they talk about it all. It is...
Moon landing?
Maybe.
Wait. So they're just covering. Are they saying that they're exposing a reason behind all these things, or they're just covering all these things?
No. It all ties into all of it. Ties into the Nazis and Antarctica, and that Antarctica is hiding all this shit, and that's where all this shit's being hidden. And these secret spaceships were created down there, and like, dude, I mean, you want some good, high quality shit to watch. That is the shit you need to be watching. It is. I can't praise it enough. It is so well done. It is pure fucking gold. Highly recommend.
Well, I'm in. I'll watch it.
JFK was about to expose the lizard people, aliens. That's why he was fucking killed. Duh. Fucking wake up, bro. Wake up.
I thought you hated when people started talking about the whole Illuminati stuff. One
Not when
world
it's the
order.
truth, man. Not when it's the truth.
God, Jesus Christ. I watched the whole season of Space Force already.
I almost started that, but then,
I
I
liked
got into Uncut Gems.
I liked it. I
Is
recommend
it
it.
good? Rock and
Yeah.
roll. I love John Malkovich. That guy's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
he's
haven't
great
seen
in it.
I
He's
haven't
fucking
seen anything
hilarious.
that guy's ever done that's bad. I
Brad Pitt.
loved him in what was that one movie with Brad Pitt? I fucking loved that movie. Burn After Reading, I think.
Oh yeah.
It was a fucking
That is
great,
such a
great
good
movie.
movie. That movie does not get old. So, hang on. There's a topic I wanted to go into, but now I'm second guessing myself.
Yeah. You just tell me, and I'll keep spouting shit out. I haven't even
Okay,
touched my
so
list.
it's another documentary recommendation.
Okay, we are just all we do is watch TV.
So
Okay,
it was back in 2015 when this came out, and it's called Cam Girls
okay,
with a Z. So it's by a documentary director named Sean Dunn. He is an excellent, excellent director. He directed a documentary called American Juggalo. He directed one called Oxyana, and he's directed one called Cam Girls. Those are the only ones I've seen. He also did one named Florida Man, which I think was very popular. Anyway, they are all on his website, veryape.tv. Veryape.tv. This Cam
okay.
Girls documentary is really, 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 really good. And it's not like when it came out, I had no knowledge of Cam Girls online, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty new to this whole idea.
Yeah, I was completely oblivious to it. So my introduction into the fact that that world even exists, this is for educational purposes only.
Oh, I'm sure.
that world online exists at all was through this documentary Cam Girls. It's the whole documentary is on his website. And it is just mind-blowing of like pull the curtain back and kind of see what the fuck's going on in that world. It's shockingly like mind-blowing. It's crazy. So that's a recommendation if anybody wants to tap into that for free. It's
Boom.
not like a porn. It's a fucking really well-made documentary. Sean Dunn and American Juggalo was really good too. That's just like he also has one called Trump Rally, which I've never seen. But I think that he just kind of finds little like niches of people of like a little ecosystem going on and just dives into it like he just goes to like Gathering of the Juggalos and makes this real crazy documentary. And then Oxyana is a documentary about like the crazy Oxycontin market and addiction stuff in West Virginia, in the small town in West Virginia, where it's like there's more gravestones than there are people. Like people just die at massive rates because of opiate craziness, just like shooting up opiates. Oxyana was very good too, but
Hmm.
Cam Girls is especially just a panic attack.
Boom.
It's crazy.
Rock and roll. Check it out.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
What else you got? Did you make a TikTok?
Dude, I went out. I went out. I had everything set up, and I had a gun start jamming up on me, and
Jesus.
I got very distracted with this gun and kind of forgot all about the TikTok. I was getting very angry that this gun was jamming up on me.
Okay.
So I didn't do it. I fucking failed. And I'd say I'd go out this weekend, but it's my birthday weekend, so I don't think I'm gonna get much done.
Okay.
Um,
Nice.
fucking yeah. So something came up on my Facebook. I believe it was a suggested video. It wasn't someone that had posted it, but it reminded me of an argument I had years ago with this kid. And I couldn't believe that he thought this way. And I can't. And then watching this fucking, seeing this post, the sponsored post, I was like, oh my God, this isn't bullshit. There is a group of people that actually believe this, and it's fucking ridiculous to me. And they're like saying it's like the law, the 21-foot knife law, or like rule. Do you know, are you hinting at all what I'm getting at? There is a fucking theory, and the kid that I got in an argument with said, this is military shit. This is what they teach you in the military. I would know. I was fucking blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm Special Forces G.I. Joe motherfucker, you know, blah, blah, blah. So he's saying, we got into a heated argument. He's saying if he had a knife, because he's trained with a knife, if you're trained with a knife and you're 21 feet from someone, you have the upper hand if that person has a gun. And I say, you're a fucking TikTok is what you are if you think that you could fucking beat me with a gun. And then I like, you know, I went through every scenario. I'm like, okay, wait a second. Is it holstered, even holstered, unfucking, you know, nothing in the chamber? You're still not beating me. Shut the fuck up. Like, unless it jams or I drop it, there's no way. It's absolutely impossible. And I watched a little bit of the sponsored video, and it's like this professional knife fighter goes against a professional 3-gun guy or whatever, and who would win? You know, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I just watched, like, a few minutes of this knife fighter talk about, like, he's like, you know, most people, you know, argue that I just take the knife out and then run at you like this. He's like, no, I don't take the knife out until I'm about a foot away from you. You know, blah, blah. So he's like, right there, man, I'm making up time, man. Like, it's the most irritating argument I've ever gotten into. And me and this kid did not settle this. Like, we actually went out in my backyard and we measured out 21 feet. And I'm like, okay, guns at my hip. I'm like, start running at me. And he's like, well, no, I would zigzag. I'm like, pew, 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 pew. Dead. You're fucking dead. Like, what are you talking about? This is the most ridiculous thing ever. There is a whole group of people that think that that's real. That fucking people that go to pawn shops and buy ridiculous knives, that fucking, when you walk in their house, they have fucking WrestleMania in the background. These fucking TikToks, they are the fucking ones that believe this shit.
I can't even wrap my mind around that.
It's a thing.
How do you think you can run 20 feet?
Literally they think.
It's not real.
Dude, it is real. I mean, dude, look at it. You look that shit up, you'll find some shit on it. Like,
they're just trolling.
You think dude, the original kid I was arguing with, either master troll, but I do not think so. He was not trolling me. He believed 100%. We got heated. We got heated into it.
Jesus.
Sorry. It got me heated. I was taking a poop and saw that video, and I got heated all over again. It took me right back to the argument. This was more so than the polar bear gorilla. This one really infuriated me.
So you had the argument years ago, and you didn't realize that it was like there was an entire group of people until you just recently saw that video?
Yeah. Well, and then what really set me off is the guy said something to the effect of like the rule of 21 feet with a knife. Like, that's the rule.
It's like,
if you have a knife and you're within 21 feet, you're fucking dead. Like, it doesn't matter what weapon you have, you're fucking dead. Like,
it's like,
shut the fuck up.
Don't forget the rule. Don't forget the rule of 21, dude. It's like, it's just, it's the 21-foot rule. Yeah, right.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, so there's that.
Maybe if your back's to him and you don't know he's coming.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's that. Like, that's what I mean. Is okay. Let's set some ground rules here
in a parking lot.
Exactly, and he's like, "Yep, absolutely. That's it. That's how this goes down." I was like, "Dude, it could be, nothing in the chamber, holstered with like the holster that has a little clip on it. It could be that, and you were still not beating me. Like, no fucking way, unless it jams. Unless something happens to me." But if you're giving me complete fair 100%, you're saying the time it takes me to unholster it, somehow you've gained supernatural abilities to run faster than it takes me to take 7-8 steps. Running leaps is faster than me, like, no, that's impossible. It's impossible.
The gun could be on the ground 5 feet in front of you, between you and him.
Not loaded, and you're still gonna beat him.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Unless you don't know how to use a gun. That's the only argument.
Right.
Is you don't know how to use a gun. Like you're gonna how do I take the safety off, or something like that. But if like you are carrying a gun, that would be the argument. Is it would be a guy with a knife and a guy with a gun. If you have the gun holstered, you know how to use the gun. Yeah. Sorry. It just fucking TikToks, man. Fucking TikToks.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah. God damn it.
So
I'll go ahead.
On March 24th, 2018, I woke up that morning. And
okay.
I was what?
I said okay.
And I was sitting on the edge of my bed and I was like, I haven't been doing a podcast in a while. I'm just going to make a video. So I press record on my phone and I have the camera facing at me and I just start talking.
Okay.
And the day before I had went through a drive-through gas station and purchased 2 little prime time cigars.
Okay.
Individually wrapped.
I fucking takes me back. I know what you're saying.
And just for I don't know why. And I made a video called Why I Love Smoking Cigarettes. And it's 8 minutes long, and I just posted it that day from my phone.
Okay.
And it's almost at 29,000 views.
That fucking blows me away. Okay, so.
And I can prove it. But it's been sort of haunting me ever since. Because almost on a weekly basis, I'm getting more and more because there's 266 comments. I get more and more comments constantly.
Yeah.
And more, it grows it's been growing like 1,000 views a week.
And this is essentially, do you believe that this is solely because of the name of the video?
Yes. Although the comments come from people are actually commenting, based on things that were said in the video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they watched the video. The line got him there, but then the video, got the comments.
The title is certainly, the draw, probably to move up in like the YouTube rankings. Or it's just I don't even like having it there. I've stopped reading the comments. For a while, I was responding to the comments like big paragraphs, and then I don't even like having it up there. It's just too much fame for me.
Yeah, I think that's fucking rad. I definitely
really
have not gotten anywhere close to those amount of views on a video. It'd be cool. I have never broke the 1,000 threshold, which bums me out.
And it's even like the guest we have on today. Me and John from the last episode made him a music video, and it took a day of filming and then like 3 days of editing, and it has like 1,500.
Yeah.
This is an 8-minute video. It took 8 minutes to make and post. Like, it's so fucking weird.
I bet you the percentage, like if you had every view of every video on YouTube, so whatever ridiculous number that would be, some trillion odd views, you know what I mean? Every video ever. I bet if you broke all those views into categories on professionally done videos, even semi-professionally done videos of like editing, camera work, blah, blah, and then another category where it's just shot off your phone and not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
I bet it would be 80% on that side. You know what I mean? 80% of those views would be on the bullshit video. All the fight videos, the bum fight. That's what's getting fucking views, dude. Bum fights, schoolyard bullies, just freak things that happen and people get it on camera is really where so many views are at. Yes, fucking Eminem 8 Mile video has 20 million views or whatever. Yes, I get that. But So does the fucking Chewbacca lady. You know what I mean? Like fucking. So bam, right there, 1 for 1. Knock them both off the list. Like fucking, and you can just keep going on that. You know, fucking, you fucking, some
That'd be
Taylor Swift
interesting.
video. Fucking,
Yeah,
I
that'd be
would, I
interesting.
would.
It'd be interesting to know, but there's a lot of music videos that have over 1 billion views.
Have over a billion. No, there's not a lot. There's a handful, right?
There's probably dozens. There's
Okay,
more than you would. I
dozens.
remember. I remember when the first one did it. I think it was Gangnam Style, and then like after that, a bunch of videos started getting over 1 billion view music videos. It's so I don't know. It's like, but however, I agree because you have a bunch of those viral videos that just go crazy amount of views.
Okay, here we go. I just looked up the Wikipedia list of most viewed YouTube videos. Hopefully, they set this up fucking easy to read. Okay. Wow. Really? Fucking Despacito? That is the #1 video.
Uh-huh.
That is fucking bananas. Baby Shark. Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. See You Again, Wiz Khalifa. Marsha and the Bear. Recipe for Disaster. I don't know what that is. Is that a band? Recipe for Disaster. Uptown Funk, Gangnam Style, Learning Colors, Colorful Eggs on a Farm. That
Yeah,
must be a kid's
that's
thing.
yep.
Johnny Johnny Yes Papa. I don't know
Kids
what
thing.
that is. Sorry by Justin Bieber, Sugar, Maroon 5, Roar, Katy Perry. Okay, so all the fucking heavy hitters are obviously professional. So I might
Yeah.
be fucking bullshit.
Like Despacito has 6.7 billion.
So many views. That blows me away. I would have never have guessed that.
And I think Gangnam Style was the first. But then after that, for some reason, a bunch of other ones started doing it. It's like Gangnam Style probably took, 5 years from the start of YouTube to like us have a video that's over 1 billion. But then since then, a bunch of them just started doing it.
Boom. Dude, those people that made Baby Shark, dude, are fucking murdering it. That is crazy talk. I bet they are so happy with themselves.
I hate that. It's so stupid.
We should let's scrap the fucking podcast, dude. Let's make a kids podcast. That's what we need to get into.
A
Fucking
kids
that's
podcast?
yeah.
No. How the hell are
Boom.
we gonna do? It needs to be animated. Well, I guess no. You have kids shows that aren't animated. I don't know.
No, dude, look, I mean fucking we might be onto something. I bet that the fucking it's not done yet, but it's like, what about all the streamer kids? You know what I mean? That's all children watching that shit. You know,
Yeah,
fucking Ninja and all those guys, and they're
yeah,
fucking making mad money.
yeah. That's true. I mean, and
Fucking
I mean, I'm up there on this list too with this fucking "Why I Love Smoking Cigarettes" video because I have no idea. It's like I'm gonna be like spotted on the street. Hey, aren't you that guy from that
maybe.
"Why I Love Smoking Cigarettes" video? Because it's gotten too famous. It's too big.
Wouldn't
It's
that
out
be
of
nutty?
control.
Wouldn't
What?
that be nutty? That'd be nutty.
Yeah, that'd be real nutty. It's too much. I never expected it to do that. I would have expected maybe 100 views. It's almost at 29,000. Last year it was at
That's
like
nutty.
20. Yeah,
Well, good
it's
job. I mean, I'd be proud of it. I wouldn't be hating on it. I'd be
no,
stoked about it.
I hate it.
I hate it.
So I can link that in this episode if anybody wants to fucking
Boom.
contribute.
Do it. Get another 14.
Another fucking. It's so ridiculous.
Boom. Fucking yeah. I have a story. Do we want to do
Okay.
secret story time?
Yeah. Do you know how long we've gone? Is the
Uh,
story the
a
last thing?
Fucking wow, dude. Every week I feel like I don't have that much shit, and every fucking week I never cover all the fucking topics, which is just weird to me.
Yeah.
And I always look at a topic, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Fuck, I only got fucking half an hour worth of shit. This is, nothing.
Right.
And then we end up, dude, what, 9? We're at somewhere, we're easily over an hour and a half right now. I
Oh my
believe we're
God.
at an hour and 45 minutes. But
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know how long it took us after 9. It might have taken us like 20 minutes, actually. So we're probably an hour and a half, realistically. Um,
Perfect.
fucking,
What was the story you told last week?
I don't
Uh,
know. Oh, I got it on
shit.
this paper.
I can't remember.
Uh, um, the heart attack story.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh shit, I was gonna try to find YouTube footage of that. I forgot. Okay.
Um, fucking. So this one, I was 19. I was living. I'm gonna change a name, and hopefully I can keep the name change going.
Oh no.
Because I don't know if he would want me to tell this story, but I'm gonna tell the story. I'm just not gonna say his name. Um,
We'll just call him Vince. No, I'm just kidding.
Vince. Yes, this was Vince. So I lived. Yeah, I had two roommates. We lived at this shitty ass house. It was falling apart, and people were, just like all the other houses at the beginning of my life. People just in and out, in and out, in and out. Well, one morning it must have been a Sunday morning. I'm fucking. I wake up for some reason. I'm up early. Um, and my buddy, let's call him Vince, walks into the house. And it was weird. It was like 7 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. What the fuck are you doing here? And I'm like in my boxers in the kitchen, like getting a glass of water, doing something. And he walks in the house. What, dude, staring at me, pissed, so mad. And I'm just like,
Oh
what the
my
fuck
God.
is going on? And he walks in my kitchen, doesn't say a fucking word to me, gets a glass of water, chugs the glass of water, just keeps staring at me, and then just walks out of the house. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, why is he so fucking mad at me? Like, what did I do to this kid? So, and we were really good friends. We were like best friends. And fucking, so the night before, he had asked me to go. Oh, so I was over 21, obviously, because he had asked me to go to the bar. So I did have a fake ID, so maybe it was when I had a fake ID. I don't remember that part. But anyways, I go, I go to the bar. I
Jesus.
went to Roxy's in Sandpoint, Idaho.
Oh my God.
Um,
You don't even need a fake ID there.
yeah, I go to Roxy's. I meet him at the bar. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I haven't been drinking anything. I walk in. I meet him at the bar. He's fucking trashed, like stupid trashed. And I hang out for like 10 minutes. Like, dude, I can't do this, man. Like, I just am not on the level you're on, and I can't catch up. I'm going home. You know what I mean? Like, fuck this. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it. And so I leave. Fucking leave him at the bar. I'm like, peace. He sees what happens. He's like, okay, see you later. I mean, he's having fun. There's a bunch of people there. Fucking whatever. So that happens. So then the next morning, he comes in. So then later on, I went back a step to explain the bar situation.
Mm-hmm.
Then he comes over to my house the next morning, staring at me, pissed, and I haven't made any connection on what's going on. And then before work, a few hours, so at like noon that day, I go down to the loading dock, which for people who don't know what that is, it was a restaurant right before you headed to the beach. It was like a popular spot with outdoor seating. And it was just a bunch of fucking bench tables, and it was packed. It was like always packed in middle of summer, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting there with this group of people, and I overheard out of the kid I'm talking about had a somewhat of a unique name, and fucking, they say his name, this table behind me, and I fucking turn. I'm like, who? I was like, oh, you know this person? And they're like, oh, well, no, I don't know him. But last night, this morning, I found his wallet stacked on top of a bunch of clothes. So he's like, I walked out of my house this morning, and there was pants, perfectly folded up in my backyard, and a t-shirt and socks and a wallet and glasses, all like perfectly folded up in my backyard. And he's like, he's like, so I looked in the wallet and this was the name on the wallet. And I'm like, that's fucking weird, man. And so I like tell someone else the story about the fucking. I tell someone the story about this, and then again, somehow I came in contact with the kid again later or he had talked to a mutual friend and said that he was like really pissed at me or something like that. And I'm like, what is fucking happening? What did I do to this kid? And finally, a whole day wondering what this is. This is the story of what happened. So he blackout drunk, essentially. Like before I left him at the bar, he was pretty much blackout drunk. Oh. So in his mind, he doesn't remember me leaving him at the bar. He thought I was with him all night. And so what he does is he is drinking at the bar, then leaves for some reason, gets on his bike, and he's headed down an alleyway, crashes his bike, and like he's all fucked up. He jumps the fence into this backyard. And then I guess takes off all of his clothes except his boxers and like goes to go to sleep in this guy's backyard. And then I guess a dog like comes out, so he fucking freaks out and jumps the fence, and now he's in his boxers. Like, and he's left all his shit like in this guy's backyard. And fucking so then he jumps into the neighbor's backyard and fucking now decides just to walk into their house. And fucking just walks into these people's fucking house, and fucking just sits down at the kitchen table. And I guess he like flips on a light, and he's just sitting there at the kitchen table. Dude. This fucking little kid comes downstairs, and fucking like sees him, and fucking runs upstairs and tells his dad like there's a fucking man in the kitchen right now, and the dad is like, shut the fuck up, go back to bed. And the kid's like, okay, and then comes back in like a little later and like, there's a man in the kitchen right now. And the dad finally like, fuck, gets up out of bed and then goes downstairs like, holy shit, there's a fucking dude in the kitchen right now. Like, what is happening? So he calls the cops, obviously, and fucking, but before the cops arrive, he like starts talking to him. And I guess what happens is he kind of feels bad. Like, notices how fucking inebriated this person is, and he has no idea what's going on. And he's just, like, sitting there like, you know what I mean? Like, fucking... So he feels bad for the guy, gives him clothes. Yeah. He gives him clothes, like, to his own clothes, just gives it to him. The cops arrive. He's like, dude, I don't want to press charges. He's like, the kid's just messed up. Fucking let him just go home. So the cops take him to my house. That's that morning when he had gotten dropped off. He was let off by the cops at my house. And he comes in, and for some reason in his head, he thinks I, like, ditched him. Like, that I was with him the whole time and then just, like, let him into this house or something like that. So that's the whole story. Fucking.
So he gave the cops your address?
I guess. I think he just was like, just go over there and fucking drop me off over there.
Dude.
Because I believe at the time, I don't think he had a house in Sandpoint. He lived really far out of town.
Right. What the fuck?
Yeah, isn't that bananas?
Yeah, that's why it's good to have a dog.
Yeah. But. Yeah, and like in Sandpoint, in any small town like that, I mean, honestly, anywhere, you were fucking so lucky you didn't get shot. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's.
I guarantee you, 50% of the other houses surrounding it, you're dead. Like, fucking, you're not gonna make it out of that house.
It's very weird because it's not surprising if anyone's listening that the houses are unlocked, right? So it's common. I guess it's kind of common to leave your houses unlocked, but at the same time, most of the houses have guns in them too.
Yeah, he's saying in North. Oh, it's common for this.
Yeah,
like very common. Fucking yeah. You definitely just. I had never, up until I moved to Portland, I had never locked my car and I'd never locked my house anywhere I went. That was weird to me when people would lock their car. Like,
Yeah.
The fuck you worried about, man?
Yeah. No, it wasn't until I moved here I started locking my car. And even back in the day when I moved here, people would always like take their little deck things out on their stereo and like put it in their glove box, and I started doing that too. But I'd never done anything like that before. It was weird. I was walking my dog once in Sandpoint, and I was walking down the street, and I was looking at the houses, and I'm like, I wonder if more houses here have dogs or have guns. I don't know.
Guns, for sure.
There's a lot of dogs. But yeah.
Yeah, guns.
Guns, yeah. That is fucked up, man. I would have that. He's lucky. He's a lucky motherfucker, and he's also
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, wasn't that? It was fucking bananas to like hear the whole story.
Yeah.
Like, you did what? Like, what the fuck? And like,
God.
just weird. Like the going into one neighbor's house in the backyard and then taking off all your clothes and trying to go to sleep is just fucking weird. Like, it's so bananas.
Dude, people know what they're doing when they're drunk.
Yeah,
I don't know,
I'd
man.
spent a lot of time with him, and fucking, dude, he would like out of everyone, this Vince character, out of everyone that I've ever met, yeah, dude, like possessed by the devil. When he gets a certain amount of like incredibly intoxicated, you could see it in his eyes, and it would just like a switch would go off in his head, and he like you weren't talking to that person anymore. It was a new fucking person you're talking to. Just completely change. Just like,
Fuck
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But I mean, I think we talked about it last week. I do hold people accountable for what they do drunk. I think we talked about that. Like, you know what you're fucking doing. I do believe that. But then I guess I do give, there is some percentage of people that I still think you're responsible for what you do. You know, you got yourself into the situation. But I do believe there is a percentage of people out there that literally, like, they black out and it's like a dream world. You know what I mean? They're like dreaming at that point. You're not even thinking about, like, it's just zero. They're just, yeah, they don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Fuck alcohol. I'm
Yeah,
closer
I guess
in my life. I'm closer in my life at the point to just being like, no more alcohol ever, than being like, oh, I want to have a drink every day. I'm closer to one side than the other.
Oh, I am too, but I'm on the opposite side.
Yeah.
I've already committed to that other side.
Right.
Which this a real quick one kind of ties into the drinking part of the end of that. I have it on the list. I didn't know if I was going to bring it up, but I'm over at a buddy's house a few days ago, and I come over and they're both drinking. They're professional alcoholics though. They're not stupid, but they're drunk. Like they're drunk, but they're men. They're professionals, but silly still. We're in this dude's garage, and one dude gets an Uber. Right when I show up, he has our Lyft show up to pick him up.
Nice.
Which is already fucking weird with the COVID thing. You know what I mean? Like, we're already being, like, judged. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you fucking three pieces of shit getting together drinking. Yeah. Like, sorry, guys. Fucking, we're in this garage, the three of us, and fucking he's getting picked up by Lyft, like, right when I show up. And it's 10, 11 o'clock at night. The Lyft guy shows up. He has half a beer left. And he walks up to the Lyft and he's like, hey, will you just hold on a minute while I finish my beer? And he fucking just turns around and just starts drinking his beer. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? And he like goes to, can I borrow a cigarette? And he goes to light up a cigarette. I'm like, dude, fucking put that beer down and get in that car, dude. You are such an asshole. Like, they're making money right now. Like, fucking Jesus.
Oh my
God. Like, is that not the biggest douchebag move? Like,
well, yeah, they're not making money though. It's not like a taxi where
no, they're not making money until they start driving. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, like, I meant that saying like this is how they're making money. Like, you know what I mean? Like driving, you're fucking them up on getting to their next appointment.
Yeah. No, that's hilarious, but yeah, a douchebag move.
I couldn't believe it. I just, it's like, you fucking asshole, fucking get in the car.
God damn it.
Boom.
Well, you want to resume with the guest?
Yeah. Do we want to explain what's going on here?
Yeah, we have to do the guest tomorrow. So it's Saturday. We have to do the guest tomorrow on Sunday, which is pretty inconvenient and lame, but it's a guest I really wanted to have on. Um, Carl Flystone. He's a rapper. He's just releasing his third album. I think it's the third album, actually. I'm going to have to ask that. But he can't do it today. He can do it tomorrow. So we're going to resume tomorrow. So for you guys, it'll sound fucking instant. But for us, it's going to be a whole day. We have to do
Boom.
lights, camera, action all over again.
Boom. And I mean, for like a little bit of a heads up, this is kind of just for you, but I'm sure anyone listening might pick up on what's going on. I mean, I'm doing better than I thought I was going to do. I'm god awful tired. But tonight is the night I am celebrating my birthday. I'll fucking be here, and I will be there at 10:30. But
Okay.
it is my birthday tonight, so like, there's gonna be some fucking. I might be a little bit of a hurting unit tomorrow. Fucking, but I mean, it's not gonna be crazy. But there is some people coming over. My big plan is fucking, to play Balderdash. So it's not gonna get that fucking hyphy. But I
Which is
mean,
what?
Balderdash, it's the best goddamn board game ever created. It's so
Oh,
fucking
okay.
good.
Okay.
Do you know what it is? It's a
It's sounding
definition.
more for when you were saying it in the beginning, I was thinking it was like a drinking game, but
No,
when you say
Balderdash. It's a
board
legit board
game,
game.
yeah.
It's
It
the
sounds familiar.
definition one. It's where you like get a definition and then you read it to everyone in the group and then fucking everyone writes
You
their own definition and then everyone slides it over to the guy reading and then he reads all the definitions and then everyone tries to pick the right definition for the word. It's fucking one of the funnest games ever. It
okay,
takes the right group of people, but it is
right?
incredibly fun. It's way
Oh,
better
hell
than
yeah,
fucking Cards Against Humanity, that fucking bullshit ass game.
yeah. I'm not into that.
Anyways, sorry to go off on that tangent.
It's
Uh,
okay. You'll be here.
so next we will have, yeah, I'm sure we'll do the guest, and we'll probably then do a quick wrap up after we do the guest. Is probably what
Yeah,
we'll do.
yeah.
So,
Sounds good to me.
rock and roll. I'll see you in a second. Bye.
Bye. All right, we're back with our guest, Carl Flystone. How's it
Hello,
going, man?
Eric, Brad. Thanks for having me.
Dude,
Absolutely.
no problem.
Nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, man. Good to meet you.
What are
Are
you up
you
to?
are you in Sandpoint right now?
Oh, yes. Same
Rock and
point.
roll.
Are both you guys in
Hell
North
yeah.
Dakota?
He's in North Dakota. I'm in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, we're all over the map.
Yep, absolutely.
Damn. Sweet.
So you're a rapper.
Hey, yeah, aspiring rapper. Trying to
Can you
for a
describe your
while now.
music, like for someone who hasn't heard it?
Yeah, I could try. I always thought that the next thing to do would be to take the 2000s mass appeal production and then lay the old school 90s flow on top of that.
Okay.
But that's what I'm trying to go for. I believe that's my direction.
Okay, that's an interesting direction. That's so like a fusion of past decades with your own little twist on it as well.
Right. Because I think that nowadays the beats and the instrumentals, like the trap drums, are
Hmm.
very popular. And I think they are
Yeah.
more appealing than the old school sounds.
Interesting. Okay. Like the
Do
old school
you?
loops.
I
Yeah.
honestly to be like 100% here, I am really novice to anything rap. But do you do like all the music stuff, or do you have like a partner that does any of this, or is it just all you?
I try to do the music stuff. It's like a huge endeavor though. Like I'm not playing instruments. Can't play an
Right.
instrument to save my life. Like I could throw
Uh,
some samples together, I could take a drum loop and throw like a bass on top of it and call it a day. But
Right.
y-
other than that, I'm not like Dr. Dre sitting in my basement.
Yeah, Are you?
making
So I don't
beats
even
and music.
know. I don't know how like yeah rappers go about it. Like, have you ever like bought music, or is it all everything you've done
No.
is what you've created?
In the beginning, I'd just go on YouTube and type in a beat, and then I'd take it and I'd rap over it. But that would
Mm-hmm.
make it not mine. That would make it completely public domain because I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
I owned the beat. So I couldn't make any money off of it. But nowadays, I'm slapping it together to make it my own.
Hell yeah.
Right. If we play your song, is it gonna just throw a copyright thing on YouTube?
No,
Okay.
Boom.
it's 100% mine.
So who would you say your influences are? Like hip hop influences and give me some non hip hop influences as well.
Non hip hop?
Yeah. And hip hop. Like who you first saw and you were like, I bet I could do that too. Or I could do it better, or I want to do it like he's doing it, or it's just built up some inspiration in you of like some rappers, but then some non ones as well that you say would influence you.
Yeah. Oh shit. Let's see. I started rapping in 2011. So
Damn.
at that time, I think that was right when Mac Miller was like high school popping off.
Right.
I think that was like right, but that was like right after he did Kids and before Blue Side Park.
Right.
So that was kind of me watching him and being like, oh shit, like I'm in high school. I'm trying to rap. Like he's in high school and he's like
Right.
becoming huge. So I think he was like the main thing that was like, oh, like I'm looking at him and it's looked like something I could do.
Right. So Mac Miller is a big one.
Mac Miller was a big one when I first was starting. Nowadays, I'm really liking, TDE. Oh no, not TDE. Dreamville. I
J.
think
Cole.
Dreamville is huge.
Yeah.
J. Cole. I like Jid, Boz. I've been
Yeah,
following them.
this
I like what they're doing. They're
this is
huge
all
Right.
going
influences.
straight over my head.
So what would you say about the state of hip hop today? Are you liking what you're seeing, or are you hating what you're seeing?
I like what I see.
Nice. Okay.
Definitely.
So you like the direction.
Change. Yeah, I mean, it all depends where you put your attention, though.
Right.
Like I'm focusing on the things that I believe are the
More
good.
more lyrical as opposed to just
Right. Like
yelling one word for a whole minute. As you like something that's more lyrical, like story based or painting a picture in your
exactly.
head kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I see what you're saying.
I believe that the game is pretty separated now, the rap game. There's a bunch of different avenues and I think most rappers are on one plane and then the other ones are on another plane. And I
Right.
don't combine the two really.
Right. Sort of like ignorant, and one's plane you would call ignorant, and one plane you would call, I don't know,
Yeah. Maybe not
something like that.
ignorant, but like one's more conscious than the other.
Conscious. Okay. I see what you're saying.
I
Yeah,
think
that makes sense.
one side of it's like I'm gonna forget about like the worries of my life and just like turn up at this party.
Right.
And then the other side's like, oh shit, I'm not having a very good day. I'm gonna listen to this album.
Right. Maybe one has more less like life lessons peppered into it.
Right, I want to be able to listen to something and be like, oh shit, he is right. Like, damn, like this
Right.
is perfect.
Yeah, I like that too. I like when I'm learning, when I'm listening and I'm learning and I'm like, school me. Give me some information and school me on something, like, open up some ideas in my mind or something like that. But then there's the
Yeah,
place too of just like the Lil Jon fucking just ignorant, you don't care. It's just a fun time, I guess.
Just sounds good.
I don't want any
yeah,
lessons right now. Don't teach me lessons right now. I want some ignorant, unconscious whatever. There's a place for both of it, in my opinion.
yeah. And I think that's the healthy balance, man. I think we
Right,
need both sides. I
right,
think if we all just had one conscious, I don't think that'd be cool. I think we need the balance of both.
right. Absolutely. You got any plans for other music videos? Because I helped make 2 music videos for you, right?
Yeah,
The
right.
best ones. And then there's another 2 that you made that I wasn't involved in. Do you have plans on making another one?
Yes. I wouldn't call it a music video. I was gonna try and do like, the Tiny Desk concert
Yeah.
that NPR does.
Yeah.
That was
Boom.
gonna be my next thing, kind of just like a small little live performance
Okay, that's a good idea. With a
So,
audience or just by yourself?
just by myself in
Gotcha.
my living room, probably.
Right.
so there's a lot of things like we probably can't connect on as far as music, but I'm a musician, and I think here we might be able to connect. What's your theory? Because I think everyone nowadays that's obviously not making millions of dollars on music is what's your theory on like where you put your energy? Like, is it YouTube? Is it CD sales? Is it just being out in the scene, like doing it? You get what I'm getting at? Is it SoundCloud? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, where do you have a theory on that? Like, where you should be putting energy? Because I'm almost to the thinking that YouTube is the most likely way someone's gonna like find you or like push that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
definitely.
Do you have a theory
Yeah, I
on
mean,
that?
yeah, when I like share, which I totally forgot, but I'll share like the Spotify link to my songs, and
Mhm.
then a lot of people will be like, "Oh man, I can't listen. I don't have a Spotify account," and I
Mm-hmm.
forget that that's a thing. So I
Right.
agree with you there. I think YouTube's the way to do it because that's just one click and anyone can listen to it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
definitely a platform that they are familiar with. They know how to navigate.
Right.
Do you do
YouTube's a
like
big
But
one.
CDs at all, or is it all? Are you like just on the streaming thing?
no, I did CDs once. My first mixtape that I dropped in 2017, I did the 100 CDs. But
Hmm.
I don't think I'll ever do it. I won't do it again until I'm like, if I
Yeah,
got
it's
Right.
it's
big.
it's all streaming. Yeah, is like where yeah,
Yeah.
only thing that
And
makes
I
sense.
think focus, it should just be whatever's popping off at the moment. Like I know TikTok's huge, so I think putting music on TikTok's a good idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It
A
is a
few
good idea.
episodes we were talking TikTok. I'm brand new to this. I didn't really realize musicians have like popped off from TikTok. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I think
Um.
Instagram still holds a lot of weight.
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah. I think nowadays I don't think a rapper can just make music and post. Say you're just posting it on SoundCloud, and I know a lot of people have become famous that way, but I want to see them like having a podcast or having a YouTube channel or having like a TikTok, and they're not necessarily promoting their music on every TikTok post or every YouTube video they're making. It's just another avenue. Like you're making YouTube videos that are almost like vlogs of like me walking the dog and saying something funny, and oh, there's also a link to my music in the description kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just something like hit him with fucking both barrels. Hit him with something else as well. Like a
Yeah,
podcast. I
Well,
think an
this
yeah.
is
up and
like
coming rapper could have a podcast as well, and you maybe connect with them on that, and then like, oh, I like his music on top of this. I don't know.
I think
yeah,
it's a
kind of like
tricky ground to maneuver.
a bad example that would be because he's already famous, so like the cross promotion's ridiculous. But it would be like Cypress Hill and his Instagram channels. Do you follow that at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
the smoke box thing or
Yeah,
whatever,
that's what
right?
it's called. That's
Yeah,
what it's called. It's just
Yeah.
fucking ridiculous.
yeah. That's a great. That's a real. But if an up and coming rapper was doing that at that level, I think the music it would help. It would just help the music, gain some traction.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, then what if he's only recognized for his podcast though, and he becomes a podcast person, and the rap takes like the back seat? You know
Well,
what I'm
I
saying?
don't.
I hear
Yeah, I
what
don't
you're
know. I
saying.
mean,
I hear what you're saying.
if the music's good, it would probably pick up. I don't
Right.
know.
Like I follow a lot of rappers on YouTube, and they also do reaction videos.
Yeah.
Like they'll react to songs that are dropping, and
Uh
it's
Yeah.
huh. Uh huh.
completely like overshadowed their music, and they have just become like this reaction channel.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I guess that's the dance you have to play. That's like
Right.
actors trying to become musicians after they're actors. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
unacceptable.
Right.
Fucking. But for some reason, musicians can become actors. But yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I don't know. I see both sides of that. I would agree. Yeah, I would agree with Brad though. Fucking, I think kind of dabbing your toes anyway, like any which way you can.
Hmm.
But I'm like
Yeah.
an old man, so I don't even understand what TikTok is. So
Right.
yeah, I don't even know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I have not gotten involved, even though I said it's important.
Right. So you think it's easier now or easier 30 years ago?
To become a famous rapper.
To become successful in music in general?
Easier now, definitely.
Okay, I agree. I thought you thought the other way.
I think I did probably a couple years ago,
Oh
but
shit.
after you watch 200 Gary V videos, he changes your mind on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's easier now just because you can shoot a video on your iPhone and put it up and use a bunch of
Yeah,
hashtags and you can DM it to a bunch of people and see if they like it. When DMing it to someone is a lot easier than standing outside of a building at fucking 4 in the morning in the pouring rain, waiting for somebody to walk by that you can hand a cassette tape to, and it's like, what are the odds you hand a cassette tape to them that they're actually going to put it in and listen to it? Like, it's a lot easier just to
yeah,
DM it to them, I think. Although the argument against it is that now it's just watered down, since you can just film it on your iPhone and put it up. You have 300 million people that are doing that. Like,
Yeah.
right, oversaturated.
right,
Yeah, it's like doing a podcast, whereas, 10
right,
years ago, you would have been the only fucking person doing it. Now,
right,
now you got Eric and Brad out here just fucking
right.
muddying the water up.
Yeah, I think
Let's
with
see.
the convenience, it brings like different trials. There's
Yeah,
still like
it's a whole.
this different, just like there's still hardships. They're just in a different form now.
So
Right,
do
yeah.
you,
It's
I guess, maybe a backstep, but fucking, do you, do you enjoy playing live more or doing like videos more?
I haven't done live very much, but I prefer that definitely.
Prefer being live in front of people?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, I'm assuming it's kind of hard pressed where you're at to find, a venue to go to. I don't even know what
yeah.
Spokane's scene would be like.
Yeah, I'm not really going out trying to perform anywhere in the 50-mile radius here,
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
could, but it's choice not to.
hmm.
But
So what's this?
yeah, I
So
think
what?
the
Tell me about this new
yeah.
project. And
I guess
where
you
does it
could.
rank in your previous projects? And what number is it? Like, give me the rundown.
Um, I've done two mixtapes. I believe I confidently could say this is the first like album that I've
Okay.
done. This seems like the first full body of work that I've like put together top to bottom and
Okay.
worked on the music and the lyrics. I put like some interludes. I got an intro and an outro, so it seems more like a
Hmm.
full piece of work than my
Right.
past two. Because I mean, the
So
first one I dropped was 2016 or 17, and that was music from when I was like 14 in dad's house, like recording on a little USB microphone.
right.
So with just the natural growth and the time that's happened, I mean, it seems like it's a pretty good one. It's definitely on top. Like, ignore the other two for sure. Those were practice.
So someone can just dive into this one. Just skip the other two.
Yeah, start
Yeah.
here. Start on season 3. Don't watch the first two.
Okay.
Are you like not releasing it yet, or is this can people find this?
Uh, it's gonna be a week or two, maybe 3 weeks. I
Okay.
dropped the first single last week.
Right.
I think I'm gonna drop one more single off of it with that NPR Tiny Desk video idea that I said,
Nice.
and then probably 2 weeks after that, drop the album.
Fuck
I
yeah.
think that tiny desk thing's a good idea. High
Fuck
quality.
yeah.
High
Yeah.
quality video.
And then on this one, I want to do like a post-album drop music video that's like more of a music video. But I want to do like a fan, like, which song should I do a video to, and do like a poll on Instagram or something.
Fuck
Get
yeah.
people
Yeah.
engaged.
Yeah, I mean that music video we made for you, I feel like fucking holds up to the test of time. Like that's maybe the only thing I've ever done in my life that I'm proud of. Like it is good. I think it's good still to this day. And then which I can link that in this episode. You know, I'm gonna be linking a lot of stuff in this episode. I'm gonna be linking that Cam Girls documentary. I'm gonna be linking my Why I Love Smoking Cigarettes video. I'm gonna be linking all of your stuff, all of our stuff, and
then
I'm gonna
at
link that. Yeah.
At the end, we're gonna be playing the song you sent us. I listened to it once.
Right.
I'm assuming that's off of the new album.
Yeah. First
Boom.
single. Yeah. Album.
Rock and roll. What's that? I forgot I should have wrote it down. I forgot the name of it. What's the name of the song again?
Who Am I?
Who Am I?
Who am I?
Did you like it? What did you think of it as a non?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like rap. I mean, not to be an asshole. I'm not a rap person,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was very well, like, not surprisingly well done. For someone that you don't sound like you're super into the production of like music, it sounded really well done and really well recorded. I kind of was wondering if you like had people helping you do that, because it was fucking sounded like it was done, you know, like the tracks were done professionally. I don't know if you just did that all yourself, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, fuck yeah, it was very, very well done. I liked the
Thank you.
obviously like attention to detail of like I don't know what you would call it, like the, you know, like you got like verse, chorus, like the singing part of it or whatever, the rapping part of it, but then like obviously there was thought behind the extras in the song. You know what I mean? Like extra words getting thrown in or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you'd call that like background, you know, shots coming at. Yeah, I thought it was very well done.
Oh, shit.
Boom. Now you guys froze.
Hello?
Hello?
What the fuck?
Now
Oh,
you're
he
just
got-
crapping out.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear us?
Kaka.
Motherfucker.
We're having some technical difficulties here.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to be linking a bunch of stuff, and let me know if I forget anything. I'm doing the Cam Girls doc, the Why I Love Smoking Cigarettes, all of Carl Flystone's spots, the video that we made, and whatever. I can link as much shit as I want. Okay, are you back now?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, do you have a verse for us? Freestyle?
Sure.
Even
Boom.
if it's a verse,
Verse, huh?
it's cool.
Uh,
What you got?
I feel like today I'm getting up with the sun. Stay fun, wicked one, stay away from. Now it has begun. My cash is looking right. Wow. My phone is blowing up. The ladies want me right now. So hit me up and I can roll to the spot quick. It's hot shit when the flows go in Mach 6. We talk sticks to make spears out. So watch this. It's gonna get a little cold, but we're not sick. We're just relaxing. No time for action. No more hanging out with the fake and the assassin. No more asking where my life gonna go. So take it slow. Yippee-ki-yay, but you won't know till you make your first step happen. 16 years old, I took my first breath rapping. Now I'll cruise in the sun, drink a brew when I'm done. I'll cool till I'll rule, cause I choose number one.
Boom.
Fuck yeah. Boom.
Woo. All right, where do people go? Spotify, YouTube,
Spotify, YouTube,
Spotify.
SoundCloud. It's
Carl
everywhere,
Flystone.
man. It's up
Word.
there.
Cool, man.
Thanks
Well,
for
thanks for
having me.
doing this.
Fuck yeah,
I'm
man.
looking forward to,
Appreciate
I'm looking
it.
forward to the next few weeks, the rollout.
The rollout. Pay attention.
When are you moving
Yeah,
back
fuck.
to North Dakota?
It's not happening.
Okay.
It's not happening.
Okay. Cool. Well, thanks, man. We'll
Yeah,
have to do
thanks.
this again.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
man. It was nice. It was
anytime.
nice meeting you. I'll pay attention. I'll give this album a listen, even though it's not my genre. I will fucking report back and fucking, yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I'm excited to listen to it.
tight, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Rock and roll.
All right,
Absolutely.
See you,
Well,
man.
peace.
pieces. How do we want to do?
Boom.
Oh, boom. Are we just going to continue here?
Sure, let's just continue. All right, that was cool. I appreciate it. Learned some things, got some questions answered,
Boom.
covering our bases.
So, yeah, fucking drinking a Budweiser? Jeez,
No,
a
it's
little early, buddy.
Zevia.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not, I don't really know what to talk about in rap, but fucking, yeah. I mean,
Anyway, well.
I guess we can, kind of fucking find some common ground just in being musicians, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad you were here because, yeah, you definitely know the scene so much more than I do.
Kind of.
Kind of.
So yeah, you're gonna have to think of a guest for next week because I'm out of ideas.
Boom. We might. So the idea is, I've been trying to get this a lady who owns a bar here in Portland, and she is, yeah, it'd be a great guest because she has a lot to say and a lot going on just with the COVID thing and how it's affecting her business and stuff like that. She runs pretty much one of the most popular bars in Beaverton. But
Nice.
I don't know if it's going to happen. She's a little nervous about getting stuff on record of what she's saying. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But
Yeah.
fucking,
For sure.
yep.
You want to
Well,
wrap it?
Yeah, unless you have anything you want to throw in. Yeah,
I don't
no?
think so. I mean,
Boom.
I bought a barbecue.
Whoa. Like a big old barbecue or a little old barbecue?
A little one. So my last 5 meals that I've ate have all been barbecued. I was barbecuing at 8 in the morning.
For some reason or?
For food?
Well, no. I mean, are you on like a barbecue diet or something like that, or?
No, I was thinking, I was like, fuck, maybe I'll just do the carnivore diet. But now I kind
Oh,
of
have you
feel like
tried
it's
it?
just no, now I just feel like it's too much meat. So I don't know.
Dude, I actually did it for about 3 weeks, and
What'd you think?
dude, fucking amazing, like like fucking legit. It's just it becomes very difficult to do. Like
Right.
the practice, like you do get sick. You really do get sick of fucking meat. It's weird. Like
Right.
you just are done with trying to find different kinds of meats to eat. Like you can only
Right.
eat so many fucking eggs and steak. You think steak sounds good, and for the first few weeks, it's just steaks all day and loving it. But really, it wasn't that bad. It was just like you when you do that, you realize how much easier it is to to throw other foods into the mix. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
if you're out and about and something like that, you like go out with someone or something like that. It's like, well, fuck, I can't eat that. You know what I mean? But I will say dude, you do feel incredible. Like, yeah, Joe
probably not
Rogan's right. You feel incredible. Your butthole isn't awesome. That fucking sucks. Yeah, it is a emergency every single time you need to go to the bathroom. That's for sure.
Dude, I'll just say this, and nobody's gonna care about it, but the new Call of Duty game, right?
Yeah.
So the warfare part of it, where I play solos. It's 150 people on a map. Everyone's on their own team, so it's 150 solo people, and you all battle, and there's only one winner. And I've been playing it for a few weeks now, and I got second place twice. And the other night, I got fucking first place, and I was so fucking happy. I was like,
Dude,
yes,
yeah.
I did it! I got first place out of 150 people. And ever since then, I haven't gone back. I've moved on to Madden, but I'm like, I finally fucking got first place.
and you
It was
got
amazing.
to give yourself even more credit than the 150 people. I've played a bit of Call of Duty. It's not only 150 people dying because you can and solos you don't get revived, do you?
Solos.
Never mind.
No, you go
I'm
to the
talking out of my ass.
gulag and you.
Oh, you
come
still
back.
go. So you're essentially 150. You're at 225 deaths. You know what I mean? To get to where you're at, 225
point.
people need to die.
That's a
So
good
not only 150. I'm
got
boosting you
fucking
up.
first place.
Boosting you up, dude. I will say.
Yes.
I mean, I'm addicted to battle royales. It's all I can play. Not the biggest fan of Call of Duty, but dude, when you first get into battle royales, when you win your first 100 matches wins. Yeah, dude, never before like the first. That's why you get addicted. It's because your heart is just racing there. No game does that. Like fucking, yeah, like something happens. Oh fuck, you know. Yeah.
Well, I've tried the teams, like the trios and the quads and stuff, and I just hate it because I just feel obligated to follow them around and stuff like that. I'm like,
well, you gotta
solos is
you
the
gotta
way.
have a team together in a, you know what I mean, in a party. You can't be doing it with randoms. I mean, you can, but that's
Well,
what
I
sucks.
felt like they were in a party and they were talking, and I was just trying to follow them. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, I hear you hacking, Harry.
Yeah. So that's it. I'm just putting that out there.
Boom, boom, rock and roll, man.
All right.
Yeah, PUBG is way better, but you know, we'll throw that argument out there. PUBG is the best battle royale game.
I've watched Vince play it. I've never played it. I'm happy with what I got.
Boom. I figured I'll throw that out there. Maybe that'll start some arguments. Anyone that's listening, because it is a hot button issue. The certain battle royale game you play, the fucking Call of Duty guys almost hate the PUBG guys. Everyone hates the Child's game, Fortnite. Everyone hates on Fortnite. Fucking
Never played that.
man, my brain is just not working today. I can't. There was another one that was super popular about a year ago, and it was free. It was a 3-man. And now it's like I believe their numbers are just falling off hardcore. Can't remember it, so I'm a jackass.
Call of Duty's good enough. So, all right, you want to call it?
Let's fucking call it. We had an awesome guest, and thank you again. We've said it multiple times, but we'll put everything in links. Check out Carl Flystone. Yes, I almost said Flagstone. Kyle Flystone. Jesus Christ.
Flystone.
Check him out. I believe he wants you to go to Spotify. Yeah.
YouTube.
And then in a few weeks, what's the date today? If someone's listening to this in the future, because he said
5/31.
5/31. He said in a few weeks from today, he'll drop that album. So we're excited. Check it out. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah. Again, shoot us an email, anything like that. We're happy to hear from you. We're happy you stick around, show support. We love you guys. So this is the Eric and Brad Show, and we are signing off. Have a good one, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Who am I? When I'm in the booth, got some tree. Who am I? When you see me walking down the street, who am I? When you see me shaking hands at church, who am I? When you see me laying out a verse, who am I? When I'm in the booth, got some tree. Who am I? When you see me walking down the street, who am I? When you see me shaking hands at church, who am I? When you see me laying out a verse, I can see the topic coming, but you know I think I've had enough. Do not talk about it unless your knowledge is adding up. From back to front, a new act has begun, so run. It's the year of the stone and the sun. 100 ones with 1,000 funds of fun. Biddy bum bum, siggy jump to jump. I got the cream with the crop, my pasta gets the polish. Born in 96 with raps I demolish. So try to picture this, a young kid with the mind of menace. Apprentice, another sinner, just a filler in the sentence. My rising will be the vengeance. Motorboats out to Venice, living up independent. The bill is up in my penance. My bank account is suspended. I appear to be offended, huh? I swear every day we wake up in the world of salads, but you've never seen the lettuce, huh? Edible arrangement, but you've never even met her, son. Who am I? When I'm in the booth, got some tree. Who am I? When you see me walking down the street, who am I? When you see me shaking hands at church, who am I? When you see me laying out a verse, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? What she want for the way. What she wanna go to school. What she wanna take birds and fly them all up to the moon. Sally, won't you come home? this feel? Ooh, we see dreams and dollar bills. I scheme with the team without a deal. Without a deal, without a deal. But it's day one living, I'm slaving over a grill. Give me burger, give me fries, sauce, make it a meal. Now I feel like I'm drowning, I should've gone up with Sally. Flying up with the birds instead of chilling in the valley. 208 and McNally, never deserve a stage. Feeling fit for an alley, every episode's the same. Waiting for the finale, get the stone on the scene. Give them a pen and paper, prepare for the reckoning. The devil's a sight to see, the eyes are always the liars. Walking in through the shadows, the lion heart is the fire. Binding the mind's desires, every day cool to try. But you never ask the questions, what the fuck, who am I? Who am I? When I'm in the booth, got some tree, who am I? When you see me walking down the street, who am I? When you see me shaking hands at church, who am I? When you see me laying out a verse, who am I?